Howdy everyone, welcome to the 4th episode on the Gaming Times podcast, and this one is going to be a solo, but tune in and hope you enjoy. This episode and what I will be doing is the usual, and chatting with you all, and this episode is going to be different, and let me know in the description below if you want it this way more than the others. And what I mean by this is that right now I'm at work, and this is a pre-recording, and I thought it would be cool to do time to time if schedules got busy. So if Jake couldn't do Friday, we can do Fridays. And let's start off on another chapter that is going to close and another one to open for Sarah and I. We have gotten an apartment that has everything that we want, and I will still continue the podcast and documentaries, and I want to do some short films, but I'm really interested in video essays. I have been working on packing up, and it's been pretty fun. I'm not having any stress on that part. The only time I do is transferring of jobs, which everything is working out great. And sometimes it's a little bit debatable on if it's working or not, because sometimes I mean, misinformation is a big pet peeve of mine, and I understand. And I need to write everything down if I have an idea, because I forget so easily on like for short films or whatnot. And there is one that was a very great idea or a great story in my mind. I've been thinking of one, and it's a mixture of the Mule and the Halloween take combined. And I had a dream about this, and it was pretty interesting to me, if you would ask me. But it's, I don't know, it's a certain trailer. And it shows Clint Eastwood driving down a street, he's driving down a street, and it's his dialogue, but then it cuts away from him, but the camera kind of stops where in the middle of his dialogue, or when he's finished, and it passes, and then it's focusing on Mike Myers, and following him down that one take from the movie in 2018, Halloween. I thought it was pretty cool, so I wrote that down. So, the giveaway. That was crazy on how to figure everything out, and the lady that I gave the package to was not happy at all with her job, and you could tell that she has been there for a while, and she just was over everything, and she asked me what was inside and explained what was in the box, and I told her. And then she told me that there could be an examination because there was a battery in it, and I'm just like, go for it, but yet you don't have to give me the attitude. It was, I don't know, there's always those people around here that are always they're just sick and tired of their job. And I understand it's good benefits there, but if you hate your job, don't work there the rest of your life. You want to find something else that you really like. But that's the thing. People are, I guess, they're scared or whatnot. And one thing is, I just now noticed that the mic that I just brought back out for better audio right now for the podcast, but I will be putting it back up. Again, it should be, if you don't like your job, find something else. Don't quit your job that you already have, but have it as a safety net at first, and then you're seeking out a job. Then once you secure that job, then you can put your 2 weeks notice in, and then you can go on your merry way. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody chooses how they go. Some people get really lucky on just quitting their job and finding something the next day. But I just can't do that. I have to find something before I even put in my 2 weeks notice.
Hi, I'm some random guy, and I'm here to tell you that you are in for a treat for future podcasts, episodes with Fiverr, Jackbox, and many more weird things that will be shown on this podcast. Again, I'm some random guy, and back to the show.
So, the next topic. I have been playing Battlefield 1 lately, and that's really what I've been playing to relax after work, and CSGO. And yet, I want to play some Apex, but it's just so broken right now. There's so many, there's a new legend called Seer, and Seer is just so overpowered. I thought he was going to be broke, which there's some things that he is broke with. They're going to actually this coming week. They're taking out, they're going to nerf him tremendously because his tactical when he is seeking out people. And then it shows their health bar and their shield bar and whatnot. There's a flash. If you get hit by Seer's tactical, you're kind of flashed. They're going to take that feature out, thank God, because if you have 3 squads on each other and every single squad has a seer and they all throw their alts and then they all use their tacticals, but then all of a sudden they're shooting at one individual teammate, and then a fourth party comes in and all those 3 seers are flashing one team, and you can't see anything. It's ridiculous. And then Battlefield or the Battle Royale games, they come in various ways. I really like Apex because of the strategy that you can do. And yes, there is overpowered characters, but at the beginning, it's kind of turning into an Overwatch right now because they're putting way too many health or tactical. Because Overwatch, they put too many tanks in, they put too many medics in, or support classes. That is exactly what they're doing with Apex. They have 2 or 3 tanks. They have a lot of assault characters, maybe 2 actual support classes, and that's Watson and Lifeline. But Lifeline's the health and Watson's for the shield. That's it. Everyone else is tactical. You have Pathfinder, You have Pathfinder, Crypto, Bloodhound, Seer, Valkyrie. You already have 5 there. And then for Assault, you have Revenant, Octane, and a few others. But I've been really interested in, I've been really wanting to do a tier list for Apex. But going back to what Battlefield or Battle Royales are, all of them are just rinse and repeat. They all want to do the same thing, but Apex, they just hit me different because you're using skill. You have each character that you have an ability, and you can use it for your advantage, but yet at the end of the day, you're still trying to eliminate with a gun or a weapon that you have. And I don't know, I like it. It's just right now it's so broke. Usually people that want to start playing Apex usually start at the beginning of the battle pass or this season or of a season or at the end of a season. And that is the worst time to come into Apex to get your feet wet to see if you like it or not. What I recommend you to do is when it's, I don't know how long a battle or a season lasts, like a few months, but right between, like, say it's 3 months, the second month that you that is the season that second month old of that season, you can join it. That's when all the toxic people get bored of playing the game, so they're off to do something else to be toxic in another. That is the good time to play because it's so bad. Because we there's a term in Apex that's called third partying, and what it is that you are facing one team, and then a third one just comes in just to wipe out the people because they're really low, and then they somehow win the game because it's just that's not skill. I mean, yeah, it's a tactic that you can use, but it's just a scummy way to do. And right now it has quadrupled because you have a team, you're fighting, a third party comes in. And then there's 2 squads on your left or wherever. Hear gunfire, and they stop fighting each other. Heal up, rush to us, and now we have a total of 5 people, 5 squads on us. And then yet, my team is always. It feels like it's always. I have never had the experience of the teams fighting someone else because it's always been me. It's always been me, and my team. Always the ones in the middle. Caught in the middle all the time, and they all somehow coordinate and shoot that one individual squad, heal up, and then they carry on and fight each other. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's just luck, I guess. It's just pure luck. Maybe an update ago or so, I mentioned about a discussion that I had with Chris, and he said that I should make more gameplay videos, which, yes and no. I rather do documentaries, short films, and whatnot. What really interests me, yes, I do like gameplay videos. I don't know. I just been burnt out on it. I've been doing it for years. I just don't. It just doesn't drive me. You know. I can do those things right now. I can't record Xbox or whatnot, but I can record PC. That's for sure. I'm not motivated to record games because it's just rinse and repeat and just it takes up too much storage, to be honest. I mean, there's good gameplay and there's good commentary and good jokes that we say, but I'd rather keep that behind closed doors because I don't know. It's just not me anymore. I'd rather play that on the side and then have what I'm doing on YouTube a side hustle, or not a side hustle, a different hobby. Like have them separated basically, because I don't want them all to mix together and it kind of burns out. Because if I burn out one and if they're both together, I'm burn out on both. So I kind of want to keep it balanced, try to keep them separated and whatnot.
Howdy everyone, and we are sponsored again by K&S Resale. Check out their store. That shit bussin'.
I've been a huge Star Wars fan and just finished up the Bad Batch, and it was bittersweet, and would give it a 6.5 out of 10 because the Clone Wars last season was a 6.5 as well. And the reason why is that they had this stupid backstory that didn't need to be introduced into Star Wars, and it was I call it the Karen sister backstory, and the rest was perfect. But going back to the Karen thing, we're trying to figure out where Ahsoka went. Trying to see what the Clone Wars is. A lot of people wanted to have Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan in there, but yet they already have their story. They have Star Wars 1, 2, and 3. So they have their own thing. So we're going to a different perspective of how Order 66 happened. And, but Ahsoka, for her arc on trying to see where she is, it's just this backstory that did not need to be. There's the Bad Batch at the beginning, which it was pretty fun to watch. It was okay. But I wanted to get more of the clones. And then we're into Ahsoka's arc, see how they connect together again. They come back. Well, she somehow stumbles upon these two women, and they're just complete Karens, feminist Karens, I would say, and it just doesn't mean anything. My parents, they used to watch it with me, and they watched with me, and they wanted to turn it off because it was just so annoying on that part, because I don't know why they ever wanted to put that in there, but yes, I understand probably Disney wanted that in there. But it was waste of time, waste of money, waste of potential other arcs that they could have definitely put into Star Wars, the Clone Wars. But yeah, beautiful ending for the Star Wars Clone Wars. It hit home on Order 66. I felt like we're watching Star Wars 3 all over again, which is its old news. I know a lot of people have watched different takes on it, different reviews and reactions of the Star Wars Clone Wars. The Bad Batch, however, I was interested in, and there's certain arcs that they could have definitely put in there. I watched it, I did like it. It's just the Omega character. Interesting, but annoying at the same time. Because every time when we have a character, they're always on the run, right? She is always wanting to save everyone, even though 5 minutes before she wanted to save them, they had a target on Omega's head because that was the killer, and we're like, she's like, we gotta save her. We gotta save them all. Even though they were just trying to kill us just a little bit ago. And then puts everyone in danger. It was just getting annoying. At the last episode of the season, they could have done so much better on ending a season. I mean, there's going to be more seasons for the Bad Batch because no one died. Literally, no one died. Star Wars is well known or iconic for droids on having relationships with droids. There's BB-8. There's from Han Solo or Solo movie, and then Rogue One. Just everybody they love them. I mean, they're really good at making certain characters lovable in there that are robots, not humans. Well, there's this one that was Easy, or sounds like Uzi or whatever, how they spell it, Easy or something. But he is running on low battery, and he has to his priority is to keep everyone safe. So he is sacrificing his last resource of power to get everybody back up to the surface of the water of Camino because everything is crashing down. Spoiler alert. And no one, everybody's up except Omega. And then yet, she is, debris caught her tube, and she's going all the way down, being drugged down to the bottom of the ocean. And then here's the robot saving her life. And then yet he's running out of power because he used all his power just to get her out of that situation. And then now he's falling into the ocean, resembling that the clones is officially gone now. But she gets out of her tube, literally is trying to pick up this heavy robot that she's a child basically, but yet she's older than her aging is a lot slower than clones, because clones, they take 9 years to become fully developed and they can fight in the war. She is a lot older than all of them combined, or probably in her 30s, early 20s, something like that, but still as a child, like around 10, but still has the mentality of a 10-year-old. And she is going down there trying to bring her up, but yet she is passing out and drowning and holding onto this robot and taking her to the bottom of the ocean. Then they have to risk their lives to wash down her, and then they have Crosshair, and he shoots a grapple through the robot and pulls him up. I'm like, they could easily got the files off that robot, got him later, whatnot, whatever. That was useless, and how they ended it was garbage, because there is other ones like, oh, we have big plans for you for one of the Kaminoans. Kaminoans? I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's the natives of Camino that are the ones that clone everyone, and they, I don't know, it was just so bad, because Disney has a big thing now. Like, I was watching Tron Uprising, and it has a lot of like, when I was younger, when cartoons were cartoons, you can parents could sit down and watch it too, because it wasn't just loud noises, screaming, bright lights, loud music all the time. Kids and adults can sit down and watch it. There's Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go or whatever it is. Total Drama Island, not the Total Drama Rama. Those, anybody could sit down. My father even sat down for Teen Titans or Total Drama Island, and everybody could sit down. Everybody could sit down and watch it, because it was also for adults too. But now it's for basically it's just jibber jabber, and they can't write anything anymore. But there's no consequences in these new shows that Disney is spewing out, because, for example, the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, there's no consequences for anything for this character. And then here we are with no consequences, even though they're on the run, about to get killed by bounty hunters. She's always putting themselves in even more danger to be either killed or captured, but everything is okay at the end. Every time. I'm like, everybody was anticipating. I was watching reviews on each episode after I got done watching it to see if they had the same opinion, and everybody's like, oh, there might be someone dying. There might be someone dying at the season finale. It was going to be the Hunter or Crosshair, and no one died. No one was hurt. Everybody was okay. They went their own ways. I just watch it, have it in the background to listen to. But I really recommend Tron Uprising and Tron Legacy. I really want to do a video essay on Tron Legacy. But Tron 3 has been announced a little while ago, a few months ago, saying that they're going to have Tron 3, and then Jared Leto is going to produce it, but he's not going to direct, but he's going to act in it too. And allegedly it's called Tron 3 Ares, I think. Ares. And Tron Uprising, they're having a season 2 finally, because they had a huge cliffhanger at the end of the final season, which I highly recommend. I would give that definitely 9 out of 10. I can't give anything really 10 out of 10 unless it's Tron Legacy. But Tron Uprising was a beautiful show. A lot of people are kind of weirded out with the characters, how they were designed at the beginning when they're showing off what the characters looked like in the drawing room, but they work perfectly in this show. The lighting, the editing, the storytelling, and yet there's some childish things in it. Elijah Wood was the main voice of the character. And then you have Tron, the actual actor. I can't remember his name for the life of me. He's from the original Tron and Tron Legacy, but I think he said that he wouldn't continue to do like Tron 3 or the new one, but I think he's gonna come back though. And then Jeff Bridges, he's been in all of them, and except the last for Tron Uprising, I'm not for sure. But for Tron 3, they're in the talks of trying to get him back or at least de-age him again. But he is having medical issues right now with cancer, and we'll just have to see where it goes there. Anyways, that was the end of the podcast for this week, and this is the 4th episode. I'm your host, Clayton, and I will see you next time. I had a great time doing this. I've been trying to get more quality into this, and hopefully I would like to get some like commercials between breaks and whatnot. But yeah, this was just kind of edited pretty badly. But anyways, have a good one, guys. I really enjoy doing podcasts. Hopefully we get more viewage on everything, so hopefully everything works out. Have a good one, guys. Howdy everyone, I just wanted to shout out Truckee Hat Prod and Christopher 914, especially Truckee Hat Prod because he came in clutch with 2 commercials because of one Fiverr person, was just trying to charge me with a crazy amount. It's like $500 or something, but anyways, have a good one.
Hey, why are you still here? The show is over. Go home. You think there's something like this mid-credit scene or something? Just subscribe already and watch something else. That shit bussin'.